stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. We'll hand it off. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype in the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll hand it off. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick up some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made on the right side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to the 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Smith. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down here to 26.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they've got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pop over the middle. It's Lane. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, you have to get to a playoff opportunity. Your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down attempt. The RPO caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Back in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaking free at the 35. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And completion makes it second and short. Keeping it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it?
Just all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial third down play right here. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there, and it cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Badgers will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the coverage seat pens him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll try the right here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to throw. It's Smith. Caught quickly. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Using his legs, it's Henry. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Peters. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tiny space at the 20. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. He shreds the tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Sticking with the running game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short and see what you can do from here.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swarmed by the defense.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd down and goal upcoming. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Finding some room with the 25. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. No huddle now for the offense. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Tackle made after just a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Smith. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Big chunk of play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Gets loose on the scramble, picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. The DB's backing off from the line now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
First and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Stop right there at the line. No gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. It's Smith. Bringing pressure. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. On the run, it's Henry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
And the Badgers with 1st and 10 here. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Peters. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go!
And he drops back in the gun. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Tight end goes in motion. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line, it's Henry. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. It's an offense back out on the field. Backed up with the 1. He's going to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Badgers are starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just...
Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Peters. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. That's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Caught behind the line. It's Peters. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Lane. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the tailback's got it again. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
To the air, it's Smith. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective. When as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
And the Badgers will have first and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead, just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds, so that clock will keep ticking.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. They look to throw it here on second down. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players in the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. And they'll set up with BAT. It's a fake BAT, looking to throw for it. And he makes the catch, the ultra-rare fake BAT for 2 points. It looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Getting set. Here's second down. And on the carry, he's heading left. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down attempt for this offense. Here's the handoff. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on fourth down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys...